In this daily drop, I'm going to give you some of my current thoughts on AI and filmmaking and where I'm going to be going with that journey. So let's go. All right, everybody, just back from our trip to the Bend, Oregon area. And if you didn't catch the last episode, it was a bucket list item for me, getting to go to the last Blockbuster in Bend, Oregon. And kind of like Buc-ee's, it was just something I've always wanted to do, or at least since I've known about it, I've wanted to do. And I've also been thinking about not just where the channel is going in the future, but where my interests lie and where I want to start spending some time creatively figuring out next steps. And of course, or maybe not of course, but at least for me, part of that equation is going to be to figure out more specifically how generative AI is going to or is not going to factor into the things that I'm doing creatively. And that's sort of a two-parter. Part of it is personal in terms of things that I'm interested in doing, and then part of it is professional in terms of what I'm going to incorporate into projects for clients. No decisions have been made because I've really just dabbled up until this point, but I think we are with VO3, what's happening with KLING AI and RUNWAY at a point now for me personally where it's time to start spending some dollars and cents figuring this out from a real world perspective. So what I'm trying to figure out at the moment is, what do I subscribe to? Of course, VO3 is currently the most expensive that I'm aware of in terms of generative AI, especially in that video space. About 3 months for $125, or exactly 3 months for $125, and then it jumps to $250, rounded up, per month in US. And then you've got RUNWAY, which is probably for the plan that I would be interested in, about $76 a month. And then KLING AI, which I really have no experience with whatsoever, is the most cost effective. It's under $80 a year US for a plan. So what I'm trying to decide on right now is which one or which ones do I subscribe to. Of course, the attraction to VO3 is sound effects, dialogue, the sound element of what it is offering, which you're not going to get with at least the current build of RUNWAY or KLING. So that's what I'm trying to figure out. And if you have any experience in that space, I'd love to hear that, because I think that before we leave on this trip, I am going to subscribe to at least one of those services, possibly a couple, and just spend time banging away at it, figuring out how I think it can be used in the work that I'm doing, again, personally and professionally. So give me your thoughts on that. Don't forget to. And I'll see you on the next episode of The Daily Drop.